Alrighty. So notifying everybody that the show is starting. So we will see what's going on. Okay. Good morning, Kim. Again, round 2. Hey, guys. Hey, thanks for coming back. Hey, Edie. Hi, guys. We're going to see if we can get the algorithm playing a little bit smoother, and we're going to treat it like the top of the show and get going and see what happens. So if you want to get a few questions, ask a few questions, whatever. We're doing our thing. We're doing our thing. So good morning. I've got the Dark Mansion in my hand. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Hey there, Steph. Hey, good to see you. So glad you're here. I saw something like Melissa with the crystals or something. I don't know if I read that right. I think I did. Good to see you, Melissa. Good to see you. Hey, Darcy. Hey. So I've got the Dark Mansion in my deck. This is in my hands. It's one of my all-time favorite decks. It's whimsical. It makes me think a little bit of Tim Burton. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. If you have a quick question, I can do a micro read and we'll throw like 3 cards. Hey, AJ, good to see you. Good to see you. Lady Little Brat, good to see you. Lady Libra, not Little Brat, Libra, Lady Libra. Little Brat might be right here, but that's okay. Sometimes it's all right to be a little bratty, but good to see the Libra. I think I have 5 Libra placements in my chart. It's really wacky, really wacky. So good morning. So if you've got a quick question, we'll throw a few cards, do the micros, I call them, and that's like 2 or 3 cards on a question. And then if you want to get on the paid reading list, it's open. So get your payment in, let Kim know, and she'll keep me on track because once we get rocking and rolling, we get rocking and rolling. AJ, will I be able to stay in my town with my kids? Have to move by Halloween. Hang on, I want to look at that one. Will you be able to stay in your town with your kids? You have to move by Halloween. That's a big one. That's big for a micro. We're going to take a look at it and see what's going on. But this is just a micro, so we're just going to take a quick look. Will she be able to stay in the town with her kids? For her kids. I wanted 5 on this because it's a bigger than usual question. I'm going to flip this down so you can see. I wanted 5 on this because it is bigger than just you, and it's bigger than just a will I move because there's more variables at play. It looks like the universe is going to give you a gift that you'll be receiving something soon. The King of Pentacles is here. This is one that is security. There'll be some disappointment, but some celebration. This is the fruits of labors, what you're wanting to achieve, and there is a recognition. I think you are going to be able to do this. I feel like this says yes. The Nine of Pentacles is there, but there's more independence required. It might not have all the perks of what you want, but it feels like you're not going to have to move out of town. It feels like you will be able to stay closer to your garden where things are growing than what you might have expected. So I would take that as a yes. What feels to me like the strongest card is that you're receiving some sort of gift. And then this one at the end also felt quite strong. This is, you have to do some checking, do some homework, look a little bit further distance than you thought you might look. So there's something that you need to look at that you haven't seen yet, but I think the answer is yes. I really, really hope so. Mostly it's a matter of aligning the daily grind, which is also in this particular set of cards, it would be aligning the coins so you could be able to move forward. So you'd be able to figure out, okay, where's the finances coming through? Build in a little bit of extra cushion for yourself, but also expect something that might be coming your way in the way of finances as a gift to help you move forward. So not sure what's going on, but you usually are watching but don't talk. I do that too. I will go lurking. Yes, it's okay to lurk if that's what you want to do. Good luck on that. I hope I'm right on that, and good luck. That's just it's challenging to try and get things all settled and work around what the kids need, and especially if you have a move that's an imminent move and you know it. It's tricky, but good luck on that. Really good luck. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side. If you haven't been in before, there's some of the cards, and over here is some cards, and over here more cards. I love tarot, and I love tarot reading. And so if you want to come in and ask a question, we'll do a few. Really struggling lately and trying. Fingers crossed. Focus on the good things, the good things, the good things. And, you know, it's just been kind of a funky little bit of energy in the month of August. And for some people, it's been a July and August funkiness. But expect a shift. So, yeah. Yes, I'm back. So, yeah. If you have some questions, that's what I would consider a micro. Micro is usually 3 cards. That one had 5. So I'll throw and see. So if you've got a few questions, we'll check. Will my fall get better for Goddess Healer? What a name. That's a great name. That's a great name. We're going to the Tarot Crystals, Crystal Tarot deck for Goddess Healer. Will your fall get better? Let's take a look. What is shifting for you? There's something about the rose quartz that wants to come in. Sometimes in the hippie trippy rock shops, you'll see the stones and they have either rough ones or they'll have the smooth ones. And what I'm getting visually is this visual of a rose quartz, very, very heart shaped. It feels like you need the rose quartz energy for some sort of repair of the heart, softening of the heart that's coming up. Will your fall get better? We're going to get one more. Okay, this is what we've got for you. It's saying it's still going to be a little bit bumpy yet. You've got the Nine of Swords coming up. This is it, and I'm going to let you just kind of take a look. Then we have the Eight of Wands. It's going to be bumpy yet. It feels like it's going to get better, but not until probably third week of September. You'll feel the shift. I'm talking like 18th, 20th is what's feeling like it for me. And then the Two of Swords, you're going to have to make a choice, a decision. There's an emotional decision where one seems as good as the other. It's not as good as the other. You're going to have to make a choice. And emotionally, you're being a little bit blind about this. Usually we see her and she's blindfolded, ignoring something, trying to logic it out, logic, and it's not going to serve to just logic right now. Then the King of Swords comes in. You're going to have to figure out which emotion that you want to honor, and then logic, and then get strategic, then make the plan. This is the one that's like the master at chess, the King of Swords, strategic. Now, anything else on this? I want to see. Queen of Swords. Lady, lady, there is some logic and some powerful truth that needs to be thought, honored, and understood. The emotional component of it needs to not overwhelm, but be understood, really, really fully understood. This is a big damn deal. A lot of wisdom coming forward on that one. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, and the Queen of Swords suffers no fools. She's not putting up with any fuckery, with any bullshit, with any fuckwittery. No, the fools be gone, fools be gone. The truth remains. And this is what the focus needs to be. The truth to the bone is what needs honored for you. So that's what I've got, and that feels complete. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Melissa is saying, will our school year be smooth? Let's take a look. Look at that in the micro. Let me get these ones put away. All kinds of flipping in there. Will your school year be smooth for Melissa? Oh, we're going to the 8 Coins Tattoo deck. I love this deck. Love, love, love it. It's one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. It's called the 8 Coins Tattoo. Will the school year be smooth for Melissa? Let's take a look. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky start, but I think it's going to work out. We've got the card of Judgment here. This is second chances. This is the card of restoration, resurrection, all of this, and honoring your higher self, honoring your higher calling, and the card of strength that's coming in. Now, there is like the very, very Leo energy that comes through with this card, and we're definitely, that season is like right here. I don't know if it starts tomorrow or what, but Leo shifts over to Virgo, and it feels like it shifts. I still lose track of time when I'm doing this, but it feels like it just needs a little bit of an extra shove, an extra little push to shift it from the Leo energy to the Virgo. The Leo energy feeling fiery, charismatic, me attention, that kind of thing. It feels like that kind of thing has been a little bit pushy, a little bit hot, a little bit overheated. Then it's shifting into the Virgo energy, which is a little bit more settled down, a little more earthy, a little more grounded. That kind of energy is what's coming in. The Queen of Wands, beautiful, beautiful. She insists on having her way, and that's her stumbling block sometimes, but she is the most approachable. She is the most confident in what she does. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy where people approach her. There is fiery energy coming through here that is actually can be converted to something quite beautiful and good. Is there anything else she needs to know? The school year is going to be good. It's going to be a little bit like the weather. It's the hot August nights, a little bit of crazy going on. And this deck is called the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, and it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Anything else? You know what? I want to get my second. I I have 3 of these decks. I want to get my second version. I trimmed the borders off of this. What else does you need to know about that school year coming up? The Virgo Queen shows up. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is the Queen of Coins. She knows her value. She knows her worth. There's much joy to be had in September. This is that Virgo energy that I was talking about, and she shows up. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Yeah, expect the overheated August to start cooling down, and the overheated energy where maybe tempers flare or you're impatient. Expect that to settle down a bit too in September. So that's what I've got. Tammy, the list is still open. The paid list is open. So if you want to get on for a reading, I'll do my little commercial and then we'll see what's going on. But this was the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. I'll show you a few more of it real quick, just so you can kind of see some of the images. Like that one was there without the borders. I love this. I wish they would make a bigger one of this without the borders on, because it looks so good without them. But I have a preference to that. I know that's an Ange thing. I mean, look. Gorgeous, right? So, okay. All right. So, let me put that to the side and do my little commercial. Heather, do I see you moving before the end of the year? I'll crack one quick. We'll go to the Dark Mansion again. I love this. This is my second deck of this. So you can see across the back, I colored it because the other one I hit with some hairspray to give some texture, because they're black edges and I did not want to trim these. Oh my gosh, I didn't want to trim these. So if I have to, eventually I will, but moving before the end of the year. I think that you are considering things very, very much. This is a new energy, but I don't know that it's the beginning of it. I don't know if it's before the end of the year. It feels more like the beginning of the next year, which moving in the middle of winter just really, really sucks. 4 months. 4 months in the full. I think it's more like towards January or going into the new year that I'm seeing. 4 months from now, we've got September, October, November, December. Yeah, I think that it's not going to be immediately. So that's what I've got. So that's what's coming through on that. So let me do my little commercial. Yeah, good luck on that. I know, winter moving, I've done it before, and it just, well, it blows. But sometimes you get a really good deal, so who knows? When it's right, it seems to come together. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. All right, this is what we got going on. There's $20 for the Blind Oracle. That's where you get the read you need. You don't ask any questions. I just dive into the cards. We've got Oracle cards here. You can kind of see that cart. Got 2 cards full of Oracle cards. Love it, love it, love it. And whatever comes through, comes through. So you get what you get. You get the read you need. You don't ask a question. If you want the year ahead, it's $30. And that's where there's 2 in the center, all 12 months around, and then clarifiers as they come through accordingly. Again, you don't ask questions. If you want to ask a question, the mini tarot read is 7 to 10 cards. I get nosy. Usually it's 2 or 3 or 5 more. And the full is usually 15 to 20 cards. And again, I get nosy. So the mini read where you ask a question is 30. For the full is 40. Those are my specialty reads down here. So if we want to do like the crystal ball and the cards, those are hippie, trippy, and cool. If we want to go into the bones with the cards or a past life, beautiful, beautiful things come up in past lives, and usually it carries over into this time. Those are $50. Those are my specialty reads. Here's how you can pay me. When you do pay, make sure that you let Kim know what kind of read you're getting and what your question is. She helps me keep my brain on straight, because when I'm lost in the cards, I am just in the cards. You'll see in the scroll, sometimes I get a little bit behind on, but I'm like in 1 deck, 2 decks, 3 decks, however many decks it's going to take to go in. And so double check your spelling on that. The E comes before the I, and that's what we've got going on. So commercial over. Info is in the bio, and we'll get to it. Kim is saying, Joni for a blind. Okay, Joni, let's get in on this. Wow, we're getting drawn to that shadow work deck. We're getting an angel deck here. And this is the one called Story Cards. All right. Joni, blind read. What do we got going on for Joni? Now, when we get this going on and it's like a lesson that's coming through, when we get the shadow work cards, it's very much maybe sometimes it's the final completion of a lesson or something that's challenging or vexing or irritating, obstacle type of thing. Sometimes that's what comes through on these, but whatever. This is what I'm drawn to. This, I always follow the nudge. So this is what we're going to. Sacred boundaries, hidden desires. Ooh. What's going on in the relationship that is of prime importance to you? This is something that there's a pretzelification. There is a need to unwind, undo the pretzel coming up. The sacred boundaries need to be honored. You cannot be turning yourself into a pretzel knot, tying yourself into something, contorting yourself into something that you are not. There is something that needs to be more declared, more strongly declared, more face forward about it. This says respecting and honoring your limits, and it will set you free. This is assertiveness and self-care. This is what's coming up first. So if this bothers you, think of it like in the graveyard and how cemented it could be to an old way, when rather the time is for you to grow rather than be cemented. Reach, stretch, expand. You can be rooted in something but not cemented in it is what's coming up. The hidden desires, the way that you want to have something go. There's a little bit of saboteur energy coming in with this. Again, the pretzelification. I'm getting Messina's Concrete Angel coming in. That's such a sad song. There's a lesson that was learned. I don't know if it's in your past in this life or if it's even further back than that. I'm getting this lesson of the Concrete Angel song is coming through on here. It's like, guys, we don't have to kill ourselves by staying in something that doesn't serve us. And it is the time to step for your boundaries, honor yourself, and let the desire for something deeper matter more than the desire for the comfort zone. Okay, then we've got the angels coming through on this one. I forget the name of this angel deck, but it's gorgeous. What is the wisdom? There's a smoke energy, a smoky quartz. It's like a deep brown, almost type of black, smoky quartz type of thing. That'd be a good stone to get yourself. This is the angel of enlightenment, of travel, and of meditation. I'm going to show you the pictures, and then I'm going to aim this down. This one, huge, coming through huge. And this one coming through like harmonics, high harmonics on this. Okay. I want you to be able to see this good. This is bookending the thing. That high on the hill is coming up really big. What is this? Why have you been here before? You have been here before. This is showing the hikers as they've been at the top of the mountain. You have seen this perspective before. You've overcome this obstacle before. This is something, whatever this challenge is, you've been through it once before. Now, this might be where you're clearing it out, or a final lesson, a final learning of this energy, but you've been here before. It feels like you've climbed that entire mountain before. You've seen the vast vista below. You've seen everything below from the different viewpoints before. The tall house, the tall building. This is saying love, strength, and the story of the king. The king is coming through as almost like the King of Wands, when the King of Wands is being a shithead. When the King of Wands is off, it's somebody else calling the shots, somebody else making the rules. Sometimes shades of ego or narcissism or not paying attention. This one is not good at intimacy, close relationships, real feelings. Don't be settling for somebody that is just your comfort blanket. You've outgrown this. You know how to do deeper. You know how to do different. If there's a patterning towards that, the patterning doesn't change until you change it. The dreamer energy that comes in through here. There's something coming through with strength in the dreamer. It's not like you don't either just marry Peter Pan or marry the bad King of Wands. Most of, this is in my experience only, but most men have a combination of some of these variables. It doesn't mean they're absolutely slap a label on this or slap a label on that. But what it does mean is for you to have the bigger love for self if you want to build what it is that you're supposed to build in your heart, in your relationship, and build it deeper. This is High on the Hill Vista. There's 2 of them there. There's 2 of them there. And the harmonic angel that comes in. I want one more from the angels. It feels like you and your person, you and your partner have done this lesson where ego has been in your way. You've done it more than a time or two. And it seems like in this regard, it's time to have this final sweeping away of this lesson. Like it's time to, feels like both of you need to grow the fuck up in some way where you can understand and accept this is how it is. This is what this person needs. This is what the other person needs. Let the boundaries be clear. Let the solutions come. Let yourself work together. The angel of divine timing comes. There is a release and freedom coming with this. And it doesn't feel like a release and freedom and a breakup type of energy at all. It feels like a release and freedom as you finally triumph. It's like you finally are on that apex of that one more time. The lesson of love comes in very much stronger. It's not crazy to expect this lesson or expect this victory. This is what's coming in such a huge way. It's not crazy to expect that you can be on the higher frequency and you can be on there and you can help lift others on that higher frequency, but maintaining your own high frequency, maintaining your own boundaries, maintaining your own lessons. That's the first directive. That's the first important. And understanding the desire, the deeper desire that you want. It's like you're getting out of the shallows now, out of the shallows. There's that song. And it definitely is. You have to overcome something to get into the depths. So much coming through as far as height of the mountain, out of the shallows, go into the deeps. It's like you have done this before. You've walked this path before. You walk it again. You walk it more clearly. You learn a little bit more. There is something that you're cleansing, moving forward, moving through. The way you do relationships, the settling for the crumbs in the relationships is no longer satisfying for your soul. And when you don't settle for the crumbs in relationships, whatever that means to you, whenever you ask for more substance in the relationship, not demand, but ask for, have your boundary, hold your boundary. When you ask for the more substance in the relationship, it changes the game. And for some reason, you are the one that tends to change the rules, change the game when you stand in your strength. This is what's coming through. There is something deeply, deeply rooted. And the time has come for you to ask for this to be honored a little bit more. It changes how you relate to that king character. It changes how this one operates too. Ask for a sign, whether it's a bird or anything else. Ask for the sign. Listen for whatever it is. There will be some kind of informational, intuitional drop, spiritual drop. And it may very much come right across the radio. It feels like it feels like lyrics, and I can't hear the lyrics clearly. I've got a chill near my ear, which is really weird. It's telling me you will hear the lyrics. If I was you, I'd be listening to the radio, and it might not happen today. It might happen in a few days, but this feels like it's going to come through. It will give you chills. It will like give you the goosies. It's coming through. It's coming at you. It's coming at you in the airwaves is what I'm getting. Across the airwaves is a message the angels will be trying to get through to you. This is something you will have forgotten this read perhaps, and just be going about your day and be like, oh yeah, she said pop on the radio. And these lyrics will come through and they'll pierce the heart. That's what I've got in such a good way. That's what I've got. That feels complete. So you'll know better than I. I'm sure you'll know better than I. But that's what's coming through. That's crazy good, but that's what it is. Yeah. And the lesson of the depretzelification is not a real word, I'm aware. But that's what it feels like it's about. So that's what I've got. You're welcome, Joni. You are so, so welcome. All right, I'm going to get some water, and then we're going to look at Tammy's. 1 second. Sorry, this is really kind of crunchy, noisy. This is an angel deck. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I'd have to look. I have a lot of angel decks. I'm not as good on the names of the oracle decks as the tarots. The tarots I love and I tend to remember stronger. But it might be just Angels of Wisdom Oracle or something like that. Could be healing angels. And it looks like there's one by Ina Segal that is like the Healing Light Oracle too. And I think it's a rock pool deck. So you might look up rock pool angels deck for some of this. That's what I think it might be. So yeah, I think that's the publisher on that one. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So Tammy. So Tammy, did you put your question with your payment? Because I didn't see the question yet, but I'm going to see if it flashes through. If not, I'll have you put it in the chat. Not seeing it. General full. Okay, you got it. We're going to go to the Tarot of the Unfolding Path for you. That's interesting. That's where we're going. So, okay. So for Tammy, Tarot of the Unfolding Path. Just 1 second. Okay, I want to start with the littles first. Wow, there's energy coming off here. It's like zing, zing, zing. So, okay, we're going in here. We're going to the littles, and then we'll go to the bigs. What does Tammy need to know about? General flow. I'm getting the middle part of the arc here. This isn't coming up in the traditional. It's not like coming up in the regular 10 spread that I sometimes use. This is coming up as the middle of the arc, and then we're going to go grounded with these. That's the way that this read wants to go, so that's how we're going to go. We're getting about 5 through here, I think. Let's see what's going on. This feels like the current present energy. What's important for you to know right now? What's important for you to know right now? Whoa! Okay. I'm getting that song Fire, and it's fire. I think it's Ohio. Not in the new slang Ohio, no. But I think it's called Ohio Players, maybe. Fire. There's something happening. There's a push. A song could be taken to be quite vulgar, but it is, it's the push is how you know you're good. The desire to move forward, the ambition you have, the excitement and the energy to run your own race is coming up hugely, hugely for you. Be sure you take care of yourself and you withdraw, retreat, quiet it down, get the time to yourself when you need to have the time to yourself, and hold your own boundaries. This is coming through as hold your own boundaries strongly. Be ready. When you get your own sense of rest, you won't feel like you're on the back foot. You'll be able to hold the boundary and maintain it. There's huge reward coming in. This is what's happening now. This fire energy, this balancing energy, this push that has been there that is almost overworked in past needs to ease just a bit. Just ease a little. Yes, ease up just a little, and then you run your race again. What is that girl's name? You know, the racer, she's got gorgeous nail, and she's like switches out her hair color. I want to say Shakiri, but I'm not sure if that's the right name. She's an Olympic runner racer. She had to really overcome something in order to get to the Olympics this time around, and she does really great. She's like the fastest woman on the planet or something like that. She's crazy, crazy good. And not everybody can run with that speed full on all the time, but you can go faster than most. So when you need to have a break in order to take the race at your own timing, at your own pace, in the way you need to, then you need to slow it down. You can't just run full throttle all the time. And there is a conditioning that needs to be developed. Really interesting. This is coming up as past. This is something you've survived and been through. Over here, I want to see what's going on too. There's like 7 cards over here. I'm going to balance it out with 7 over here. See what's going on. Now, these come up a little bit differently than the others. I'm going to show you, woo, gorgeous energy there. Whew, that's the death card and it's gorgeous energy. I'm going to show you what's here. And then I'm going to show you how it looks over here. You see, very, very different kind of look. So here is one way, here another, here and here. I'm recording your reading here. So I just moved the iPad so you can see what's going on later if you want to see your reading. So what we've got here is this 10 of Swords. Something that was painful, felt like betrayal, rock bottom, and loss. Something that happened that really felt like rock bottom. Hit really hard. Like a box of bricks dropped on your toe and you're a runner and you want to run your race and somebody comes along. I don't know why. I don't know what outside influence drops the bricks on your foot. Like it slows you down. You who wants to be so speedy. You who knows what your inherent sense of justice and truth and ambition and desire, all of this to move forward. And you've been slowed down. A rock bottom thing that hit. Then here we have the Strength, the Magician, and Judgment coming up. This is huge. Recent past. Wow. Strength. I call that the Magician, but it's the Hermit. And Judgment. It is as if the alone time that you would have is where you get your superpowers renewed. It's where the magic comes in for you. When you have this alone time, even though you don't want to have it, it is where you get the chance to renew, to support yourself, to give yourself the strength you need to do what needs done to move forward. Now here we've got the Page of Swords that witnesses and observes things. They saw whoever it was that dropped the bricks on your foot, right? They saw this. They know that it's been difficult and harsh and that it's time to go, time to say goodbye, time to leave. But there's been a reluctance. And now the higher self is calling you forward. The rock bottom cannot continue any further. Queen comes through. Insistent, receptive and ready to move forward. Receptive towards what? Towards the higher self. Towards the justice that is coming. This is the most approachable, the most confident, and the most social queen ready to do this. And that fire energy, again, right through here, coming through strong with the Strength and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, the way you push, when you push too hard isn't great. It's like if an athlete pushes too hard and they pull, a hamstring or pull a tendon, the Achilles, all of that. Don't push too hard. And don't push too hard for others' behalf. You're a healer. You know this then. If you take it in terms of massage, you know you've got to warm up the muscles before you go in deep, before you drop an elbow or do the work. You know that you have to get the muscles warm. You can't just like cold. People do their stretches before they go on their big runs on purpose. There's a reason for it. There is a certain kind of conditioning for you to do this next section of the race. This feels past. The present was right here up in the top was where the present is. This feels past. We're going to go into the now. And this came through with, every time I pick it up, I'm getting chills off of this Death card. There is huge transformation going on. Huge transformation for you. Huge. This Death card is gorgeous. What's transforming here? Let's take a look. I don't even know what's below here. Oh, Jedi returns again. This is the Two of Swords, but this one always comes through as Jedi to me. In this deck, she comes through this way. The wish fulfillment. It's like the Jedi gets her joy. The Jedi gets the reward. She wins. Wish fulfillment coming through. Queen of Cups comes in. Seven of Cups. There's still a little bit of balancing out what it is that is a little bit pie in the sky and unrealistic thinking, or things that you procrastinate. It feels more like the unrealistic thinking, and it feels like you need to choose which cup you want to honor. Sometimes I'll tell people get 2 cups because you have 2 hands. Every once in a while you get 3 cups. For you, it's just the one. What is fulfilling the deep desire of your heart that will lead you the furthest? That is the one thing you need to focus on. And don't put this into the realm of tasks. What is the one energy? What is the one statement true to the bone that you need to have your hopes and dreams feel like fulfillment? That say you matter, that say that it's important. Again, it's the 1 cup energy. Here, we've got the 4 and 5 coming up. Big. Move past whatever the grieving in the past. It's time to get up. Get off of the bum and run again. Time to run again. Time to go out and do again. Get off of the bum. Let go of the grief. Whatever this was that was rock bottom that you need to move on from. Don't stay and wallow anywhere near it. Understand what it is. Get meditative, quiet, and then pivot. For fuck's sake, pivot. See that cup right there? This cup, this has been offered by the universe right now. It's a chance to renew the dreams. So you need to let whatever needs to end. I want to go back into the now section because that death is so strong. There is a wisdom in that lesson. Death card isn't done with me here. What is that? This feels like a lesson and a wounding, an ancestral lesson and wounding from the past that was hard to take, but you look at it again, you look at it through a different lens, and it feels like there's a softening, an understanding of what that is. This is part of the hurt heart that has come. Why is that coming up? Go into your dream space again. When you retreat, go into your dream space. Be very aware. I'm getting out. I will greet you there. I will see you there. I will meet you there. I will see you there. This is someone that's crossed over from the other side, wanting to whisper something about how hard it has been, how hard it was. And having you have the ability to let go and transform is important right now. There is like a bittersweet, teary kind of energy. This is somebody, your father. Somebody on the other side, somebody who's crossed over, who's thrilled about what you're doing. Now, I don't know how recently ago. Sometimes this will be crossing out of the rough waters to smooth. Sometimes it's crossing over the river, as in crossing into the next world. But there was some disappointment about how things went, but the fruits of the labor are coming through. This is coming through as if that's your father, it's like you are the fruit of the loins, right? You are the fruit. You're doing well. You're producing well. You're doing well. There's a sense of accomplishment and growth that's happening and yet to come for you in such a big way. Really, really beautiful energy. It's like you plant the sunflower seeds and they grow, and at first the sunflower looks small. It doesn't open wide, and this is what it feels like. You're at this, just at this stage of opening. The world is beginning to open for her. It's just at this stage of opening. Be aware he's not far. Be aware he's closer than you think. Be aware. You say he sat with you. When you feel like he was sitting with you, he sat with you. They're never very far away at all. At all. Huge amount of time. Blessed amount of time. This is like you getting opportunities opening up to you. Like the one girl I was talking about, the racer that had to put off her Olympics and had to overcome something and then went to the Olympics to be the fastest one on the planet, right? Look at this. Huge opportunity, new keys, new information, new knowledge opening up to you, understanding that you belong, you fit, you've done so well, you've done right. You've done so well, you've done so well. Real sense of pride, you've done well. And then the sun. Let it all just open up. Everything is opening for you right now. This is going to be I'm getting it's a big year of opportunity, a big year of growth, a big year of expansion coming through. This is huge reward coming in. It is like in many ways you have paid your dues and it's time for it to just open and flourish. Huge, 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 big time. Anything else? Just a softening and so much pride. There's something about the warmth of the sun in this sun card coming down. I'm getting the lyric. It's an old lyric. Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. And it's not so much that lyric is mattering, but rather that when you go outside, there will be certain moments when the sun hits you, it warms you, and then you'll get that chills again. It's going to be a way of messaging. You won't really notice it at first, and then you'll notice because the sun hits, warms, and then chills almost immediately after. And it's an acknowledgement. So instead of just basking in the warmth of the sun, the chill will be sent in a way that you'll know the other side is close. That's what I'm getting. That's gorgeous energy. So proud. So much happening. Next 7 months. The next 7 months of this particular year going into next. So if you mark it from like literally today's date, the next 7 months, things will get clearer and clearer and clearer. Open and open and open and open. It is like you're ready to level up, have new lessons, let go of old lessons, move forward, grab the cup for your dreams. That's what I got. Gorgeous energy. Absolutely gorgeous. Anything else? I'm getting the image of sitting on the steps. It's like the steps are in front of the door of the house, sitting on the steps and looking at the front yard. I'm not sure what's going on there. It feels like there's a patch of weeds in the corner of the lawn, a patch of weeds like dandelion weeds, dandelion fluffs. Yeah, one is big, 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 big. It doesn't feel like a sunflower. It feels, what I'm seeing is this little patch of dandelions, and one of these dandelions that has, the puff on it, it's getting really, really big in the yard. It's like this is the time for your wishes to go forward. You're sitting on the stair, watching your wishes, knowing what your wishes, Focusing on that, focusing on what you want to move towards with you, kid. I'm with you. I don't know what that's about. It feels very much with you, kid. I don't know if that makes sense at all. That's what I've got. That's beautiful. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. All right. Let me get some water and we'll see what's next. Wow. And that's complete. Usually I say that when it's complete, but that's complete. All right. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Whew, that was a big one. Totally big. Okay. The list is clear as far as you know. All right. Good to know. Hey guys, if you're new in the room, if you want to get on the paid list, Kim's telling me it's clear. It looks like it's clear on my side, so great. That was, I don't know if we were doing a mini or a full, I can't recall. That was a full. It was big. This is what I'm doing for my reads. This is the information. There's only 8 of us in the room, and we've been on for a while. But this is what we've got. So if you want to get on the list, we'll do last call. We'll do last call to get on the paid list, because it feels like that's about the time that we should do. And we'll leave it open for a little bit. We can chat for a little bit, see what's going on, and then go from there. Okay. Okay. All right. What I'm getting is something about people wanting to know how they get in touch with their guides a little bit more, how you get in touch with your guides, and talk about the invitation. So I'm going to let you guys know. When I first connected with my guide, Lucy, I created an invitation and asked for my spirit guides to show up. And I got a greeting card invitation, and I just wrote out something that was an invitation. Zuri, that's what you were going to ask. Okay, Zuri. Then this one goes out for you. If that's what you're going to ask, that's what I'm going to ask. I wrote an invitation, almost like a formal invitation, and then I would put that little card present. You can do that. You can light a candle, whatever it is that makes this space sacred for you to invite in. Play whatever it is, whether it's drumming, whether it's meditation, music of a certain kind. Allow yourself to kind of steep in that, like you would steep in tea. Chamomile tea, which is great for sleep, is also great for dialing the brain down a notch to help invite the guides in a little bit, to get in that space where your heart is open and receptive and where your intuition is flowing a little more freely. This is what I'm getting. So get the invitation, get a candle, and I use a white candle. I prefer to use a white candle. Do whatever it is you want. Get the tea, whatever it is that are your things that you set up to make that space sacred, to invite their presence in. Then be open to receive. If they aren't showing up, like you aren't seeing a full-on angel with 6-foot wings standing in front of you, but a butterfly or a bluebird comes by and it's not bluebird season, or if you see something that's just like on your window that won't go away, it could be a bee buzzing around the outside window, whatever it is, open up your vision, open up your way of thinking so that you can see, because you're going to get used to seeing the signs. You're going to get used to seeing messages from your guides. They will interrupt you, just as Lucy did now. She will interrupt and say, okay, this is what needs to be addressed. Is there something else? Yes, there's something else. We're going to the Tarot of the Divine, and it's a bunch of folklore and fairy tales from around the world. And I want to say it's from Yoshi something. I want to say Yoshimoto, but that doesn't sound, I don't know what it is. It's Tarot of the Divine, Divine Legacy. Yeah, it could be numbers. Absolutely. And it's not always that you're going to see numbers and need to look up the number. It's often that you'll see the numbers that are trying to get your attention. You might see 1212 or 1221, or you might see 444. Like I saw 444 on my stove the other day, on my kitchen stove, and it wasn't the time, and I hadn't set the temperature. Nothing cooks at 444 degrees. And I'm like, why in the world is that there? No idea. No idea. I mean, I never set the timer. I just, bake, and when my nose goes off, something's done, right? So that was just so weird for me, but it absolutely could be numbers. Let's see what else. Get in there. Okay. They're coming through. Get your antlers up. They're coming through. They'll ride right by. They'll ride right by. But look for the antlers. Look for what it is that gets your antlers up. What this is telling, what this is saying is get your antenna up. Look for the antlers. Look for the animals with the antlers. This is something important. Whether they're reindeer, whether they're dragons, doesn't matter. You look for the animal with the antlers. Let your own antlers be up. I mean, this one's even like got the goat going on, right? This is something huge. Cloak yourself. Don't have other distractions nearby. This means turn your damn cell phone off. Have it on silent mode. Have it away from you. Cloak yourself. Put a protective zone and energy around your space. Make sacred the space that you invite your guide into. Make sacred the space, because if you want them to take you seriously in the asking, you need to honor it and have this set as the honor. You keep seeing 911 and 1111. Okay, it's the 911, not the 411. It's emergency timing for synchronicity is what this is. So you're calling for a little bit of urgency for synchronicity. So if you keep seeing 911, the emergency call number, and 1111, the synchronistic, everything is setting up divine timing. There's something coming up as a portal for you. And for you, dear, that said the 911, the Aries fire, it feels like a month. It's like each one of those ones on the 1111 is giving me a week for you. I'm not sure what that's about. Honor the beginning of the next 4 weeks, each individual one for you. That's going to help you with the urgency. When we invite our guides through, we need to make room for them to show up in a different way. Like you could think, okay, well, what is my spirit animal? I've always liked this animal. It might be something totally different. Just because you've always liked roosters doesn't mean the universe isn't going to send you narwhals instead. The universe will send you, because it'll be weird. And look for it to happen like 3 times. The first time you might be like, yeah, I don't know about that. The second time it might be like, yeah, I don't know about that. By the third time, hey, pay attention. They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to really communicate their presence to be felt with you. So pay close attention. If the numbers are coming through as 911s, the 11s are hitting heavy, and then 1111, the 11s are going to hit heavy. If you see it with 3s, if you see it with bumblebees, if you see it with ladybugs, whatever it is that you see, they're going to come and make their presence known. Feel very kinesthetically, not just with your eyes. Close the eyes. Feel, where is your ass? Where is your hands? What is your body doing? And feel the feeling all the way from your tailbone to the crown, all the way up. Feel all the alignment. See where you're out of whack. See where you're out of whack. You can feel like if somebody had a colored ball of light for each of your chakras and could slide it into place, feel the ones that are out of whack and know what those are about. Look up what that is about so you can get that alignment, so the energy can just zoop right through. Technical term, zoop, right through. Yeah, let the energy do this. This is an important thing. It's an important thing. This is how I would tell you to begin to invite your guides in and pay close attention to what your body is literally trying to give you as the message in response. Anything else? Yes. This is Vasilisa the Brave, and she goes to Baba Yaga's hut, and she asks for the help and asks for the help and asks for the help. She has to honor what she's being told from the little doll she carries, which is her mother's intuition and her mother's spirit and voice, her inner voice, the inner voice of knowing, the inner wisdom of knowing, and the inner light. She has to create her own way out of the situation she's in, or create your own way forward in the world by honoring your intuition. Hey there, Chad. Hey. So this is what's needing to be honored in order to move forward. There is a deeper lesson with Baba Yaga. Clarissa Pinkola Estes did Women Who Run with the Wolves. It's an old book, but it's really, really good. And she may have mentioned it or referenced that in here. The old wisdom, the old mother fairy tales, the old legends, there is reason for these fairy tales to be there, and there is inspiration in this. The intuition that has to be honored and listened to, and sometimes you have to go back. Go back. What else we got? Go back. Take the cloak back. We're seeing here, yes? Take the cloak back, reveal your face, show your face to the divine, and let the divine show its face to you in whatever form that is, because we are very much all connected to everything in nature, to everything around us, and even to each other. When you see those moments, that it's a beautiful moment, and it's not something that is your moment. Maybe it's between a mom and a little child, or maybe it's between somebody just doing nice for somebody else, this random act of kindness energy. When you see these moments that you know, or the sacred moment that somebody's just being themselves and doing something. There is beauty in there that's a deeper lesson coming through. We see this reflected over and over and over again. We see reflections of beauty, reflections of light that will ping, that will hit with our intuition, where we know that that particular moment we caught a glimpse into for a reason and for a purpose, and it was for us. That's what I've got. That feels complete. That's what I've got on that. I hope that helps, Zuri. I hope that helps. So yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, guys, I think that might be it for today. Is there anybody else that's on the paid list, Kim? Because if there's not, then we'll close the show. Phil said that he might be up for a Friday show. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping that we can pull that off and do that together. It'd be super fun. You love it? You're welcome, honey. You are welcome. No problem. Okay, then I think what I'm going to do is call it the day. I'll have to clean up my cards later, but go figure. No problem. I can do that. But we'll call it a day for today. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, Friday 11 will be on again. Till then, thank you guys for being here. I love you so much. I so appreciate this. Yeah, this will be on the YouTube. I'll upload it later. So that part is recorded, so I'll upload it later and it will be on there. So that's what I've got for you guys. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.